Welcome to the International News Channel, News LD. Today we present to you a news entitled,
Sudan Updates, Rescued Civilians Reach Saudi Arabia, Turkey. A boatload of civilians from more than 50 countries have arrived in Saudi Arabia from Sudan. Meanwhile, Germany said it had evacuated 700 people from the country. DW has the latest. A ship carrying 1,687 civilians fleeing violence in Sudan arrived in Saudi Arabia on Wednesday, the country's foreign ministry said. The rescue operation was Saudi Arabia's largest so far, after several planes and boatloads of people from Sudan arrived in the country in recent days. Among the rescued civilians were 13 Saudi citizens, while the rest of the passengers came from more than 50 other countries. The group was transported by one of the kingdom's ships, and the kingdom was keen to provide all the basic needs of foreign nationals in preparation for their departure, the Saudi Foreign Ministry said in a statement. Meanwhile, more than 100 Turkish civilians landed in Istanbul on Wednesday. It was the first plane load of Turkish citizens out of Sudan, and flew via Ethiopia. Several more flights are expected to evacuate the remaining Turkish citizens crossing into Ethiopia. Numerous countries including the United States and Germany have evacuated their citizens from Sudan as fighting rages on between the Sudanese army under Abdel Fattah al-Burhan and the Rapid Support Forces, RSF, paramilitary led by Mohammed Hamdan Dagalo, more commonly known as Hemti. Here are other key headlines around the Sudan crisis for Wednesday, April 26. Germany gives details on number of evacuees. Germany said on Wednesday that over 700 people in total have been evacuated from Sudan after the military ended its rescue flights out of the country. Of the total rescued, 200 were Germans. The German Defense Ministry said a Bundeswehr aircraft landed in Jordan on Tuesday evening with 78 people on board. Omar al-Bashir in military hospital. Reports Sudan's jailed former strongman Omar al-Bashir is in a military hospital, officials said after his whereabouts came into question on Wednesday. Questions arose over al-Bashir's whereabouts after a former minister in his government, Ali Haroun, claimed on Tuesday he had left the prison with other former officials amid the fighting. But military officials later said Bashir and other detainees had been moved to a high-security military hospital in Khartoum before fighting started on April 15. Bashir ruled Sudan for nearly 30 years and is wanted by the International Criminal Court on charges of genocide in Darfur. He was overthrown after mass protests in 2019 and jailed for corruption. Analysts say the deep state that underpinned Bashir's authoritarian rule is largely intact, noting that both Army Chief Burhan and RSF leader Hemti served under him in the past.